symbol table. For that we have to scan the whole the program, and we want to identify the where the labels are there. When we find the labels, we have to make the entry in the address symbol table. Okay. Yeah. When we find the label, at the time we have to take put the entry in the address symbol table, and then finally we do the increment the location counter by 1. Okay. If there is a no label is there, means we want to check that either it is a org or end instruction. If it is a org instruction, then we have to reset the value of location counter. If it's a an instruction is there, I can say that my first pass of assembler task is completed. So I want to move into the second part of assembler. Okay. Then here I share the screen. Please check it in your device. Okay. So this is the flowchart for the first we can say the assembler pass 1. Okay. We have to prepare the address symbol table. For that address symbol table, we have to find the where is the labels are there. We have to make the entry of that label and its appropriate location address. There is a if there is a no label is there, we want to check that about the org and end. Okay. And then after the all the procedure, we have to increment the location counter by 1 if we didn't reach at the end of program. Then for the assembler pass 2, okay, we have followed the 4 tables. Okay, that's why it is called the lookup procedure. Okay, table lookup procedures are following by the assembler pass 2. That 4 tables are there: pseudo instruction table, MRI table, non-MRI table, and the address symbol table. As you see in this diagram, first we have to check that about the pseudo instructions. Then there is a MRI instruction is there or not. If it is a MRI, then we have to follow the MRI instruction. If it is a non-MRI, then we have to follow the non-MRI instruction table. Then if it is a MRI instructions are there, how we have to prepare the 16 bit of combinations. So for that first bit, it is reserved for the mode bit, depending on the I. Second, third, and fourth bit we can taken from the opcode, and the fifth to 16 bit are taken from the address symbol table. Okay, the address of my symbol, or we can say the label. Okay, like this way we have used for the MRI instruction. If it is a non-MRI instructions are there, we have a directly the 16 bit of combinations, 16 bit representation or code for that instruction, as we see in the table number 6.1 of this chapter. And finally we get the value, so that value we have to put into that location counter. If it is non-MRI instruction is there, means there is a errors are there, so again we have to skip that instruction and increment the location counter by 1. Okay. And if it is a MRI instructions are, if it is a pseudo instructions are there, so we have to check one by one. First of all, let me check for the org, because by the org we can say the which location, which instruction I have to execute next. Okay. जो LC की वैल्यू होगी वो वैल्यू हम स्कैन करेंगे. So that value we have to check for take from the org instruction. If it is not org, we have to check for the AND. If it is an instruction, I can say that my program is over. Means my assembler pass 1 and assembler pass 2 both are completed. If it is not an instruction, I want to check about the DEC or HEX related conversion I have to do for that variable that is defined in this DES on HEX, and that value I want to put into the location counter, and then after I want to increment the location counter increment by 1. Okay. Any doubt in this assembler pass 1 and pass 2? Anybody? Anyone have a doubt in assembler pass 1 and assembler pass 2? Please reply in the chat box.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So let we move forward. Okay. As I know that today's is the extra lectures and the very less attendance are there, and again there is a after lunch session is there. So I don't want to teach you many things. Only let I have to show you one small program. Let me first of all discuss the what is a problem statement is there. So problem statement is that a sequence of instructions that are executed many times, each with a different set of data, is called the loop. Here we have used the we have to study the programming loops, as we have seen the C programming or any high level programming language have some keywords are there for while loop, do while loop. Okay, so these are the loops are there. What is the task of that loop keywords are there? It make a execution of specific set of instruction by multiple times. Okay, we can put the some condition and we can repeat the set of data, set of instruction multiple time. Okay, a sequence of instruction that are executed many times, each with a different set of data. Means at each time we can, if there is a we can say the global variable we are taking and we are updating in the loop, so every time that values are updated. Okay, already you are very well about that kind of loops in for loop, while loop and do while loop. Already you are working in the high level programming in the C. Okay, here the program it is that the Fortran program to add the 100 numbers. यहाँ पे बुक के अंदर जो प्रोग्राम दिया गया है उसका टास्क ये है कि मुझे 100 नंबर्स के एडिशन करना है। मेरा एक पूरा एक सीक्वेंस ऑफ नंबर्स का लिस्ट है, 100 नंबर का लिस्ट, उस सभी नंबर्स को मुझे ऐड करने हैं। आई वांट टू मेक अ समेशन ऑफ दैट 100 नंबर्स। Okay, so if I want to write down that program into the high level programming language in the Fortran, so it is loop like this one. So this is the dimension, it is one kind of the function in that there is a array a is there and the size of array is 100. Okay, let me here we assume that the already there is a values in that array. ये जो array a है जिसकी size 100 है उसके अंदर already value available है. Okay, that I will take the another two variable of the integer data type, that is a summation and a. Then initially I want to say that summation is equal to 0. Then do 3. 3 it is my label name. Okay, or we can say the function name. Okay, so this function I want to execute the many times. Okay, so this 3, that is it is starting with the j is equal to 1 to 100, मीन्स यहाँ पे जो 3 की जो लाइन है उसके अंदर जहां पे भी j अवेलेबल होगा तो वहां पे मुझे क्या करना है, j को 1 से लेके 100 तक ये लाइन एग्जीक्यूट करनी है. Okay, so what is the task is doing in this, that summation is equal to 0 at the first time, summation is equal to 0, so 0 is adding with the a of 1. Okay, a of 1 and plus 0 that is stored into the summation. This sequence is going on for the 100 times. It take the every time new value of j is starting from 1 to 100, so we will get the summation of 100 numbers that is available in this array. Okay, now what we have to do, that we want to try to make a assembly program for this same function. Okay, for this same problem statement we want to try to make the assembly language program. So for that reason, first of all, which values we have a accumulator are there. Okay, then we have some variables are there. ओके जब कभी कोई भी प्रोग्राम का आप उसको डिबगिंग प्रोसीजर करना चाहते हो तो उसके अंदर जितने भी वेरिएबल्स यूज हुए हैं, लेबल्स यूज हुए हैं, उसको आप एक जगह पे लिस्ट आउट कर दो, so you can easily know that what is the updation is there in that things. Okay, so we have another variable that is a address. Okay, please check it at here. Okay, this ads is there. I will take the accumulator is, it is a default register is that. That I move. Yeah, now it's visible in the excel sheet also, I think. Okay, just a minute. Okay. So here I am mentioning the which are the labels are used in this we can say the in this program. So first there is a accumulator register is used. Then these are the variables are used in this program. So let I first of all only list out the things. So one, it is a ADS. ADS, it shows that it is an address. Then there is a pointer is there. Then NBR, it's the number of we can say the variables. Here address, it store the first address of the operand. Okay, here it is mentioning that ADS at 150, it store the address of the first first address of operand. Operand and operator. Operand means my variable and operator means which functions I have to do that. Okay, either it is addition, subtraction, division, multiplications are called the operator, and operand means my variable. So here it mentioned that जो मुझे 100 numbers जो store करने हैं उसका address कहाँ से start हो रहा है 150 से. Okay, so let I take the ADS have a value 150. Pointer की initial value 0 है. Okay, is reserved for a pointer. After that we will see that how we are using this pointer variable, but right now simply you have to see that which are the variables we are using in this program. Okay, then there is a NBR is there, initial value for the for a counter. Means actually वो क्या करता है, numbers of variable count करता है कि हमने कितने का addition कर दिया है. Okay, so NBR have a initial value, it is a minus 100. Okay, why we will take the minus value I will explain you later on. Then counter, it's a reserved for a counter value. Okay, so CTR, it's the 0. Okay, initially CTR is 0, and then after we have checked the value of sum. Okay, summation, in that I want to store my answer, so I want to again summation is equal to 0. Okay, so these are the initialization I have to make in this program. Now what I have to do that my variables are जो मुझे एडिशन करने हैं, जो भी वेरिएबल्स का मुझे एडिशन करना है, सपोज माय array a is there. Okay, so array a is storing somewhere else and my program is somewhere else. Okay, both the programs and my data are available at different memory location. So that's why here we are saying that here it is a org 150 is there. Okay, so by mentioning this org 150, what is the address of DEC 75? It's the 150. ओके जैसे भी मैं यहाँ पे ORG 150 लिख रहा हूँ तो ये DEC 75 का लोकेशन क्या हो जाएगा, मेमोरी लोकेशन एड्रेस क्या हो जाएगा 150. From 150 it is started and here it can say that it is a 249. ये जो लास्ट ऑपरेंड का कहाँ तक होगा, ये फर्स्ट ऑपरेंड है 75 एंड लास्ट ऑपरेंड कौन सा है 23. इन दोनों के बीच जितने भी है यहाँ पे 3 डॉट इसीलिए मैनेज किए गए कि यहाँ पे सीक्वेंस ऑफ नंबर्स है. कितने सीक्वेंस ऑफ नंबर्स हो गए 100. ओके, तो वो सभी 100 यहाँ पे लिस्ट आउट किए गए हैं और लास्ट ऑपरेंड ये है दैट इज 23. इफ आई कैलकुलेट द व्हाट इज द लास्ट एड्रेस ऑफ DEC 23, लास्ट DEC 23 का एड्रेस क्या होगा, प्लीज राइट डाउन द एड्रेस ऑफ DEC 23 in your chat box. If here it is a ORG 150 is mentioned, what is the address of DEC 23? Anybody? मेरा फर्स्ट ऑपरेंड का एड्रेस 150 है, तो लास्ट ऑपरेंड का एड्रेस क्या होगा, are you getting? What is the address of my last operand? I have a total 100 operands are there. Okay, मुझे यहाँ पे क्या करना है 100 नंबर का एडिशन करना है, तो यहाँ पे कितने नंबर्स का लिस्ट होगा 100 नंबर का. ये जो फर्स्ट 75 नंबर जो स्टार्ट हुआ है DEC 75, उसका एड्रेस क्या है 150. Why it is a 150? Because here we are mentioning that ORG 150. Okay, so here it's the here is the 150 address for this DEC 75. What is the address of DC23? It is a 249. Why it is not 250? Because we are including the 150. हमने 150 जो नंबर है वो इंक्लूड कर लिया है. Like that we are, as we do the index is we do the indexing for the array, so always the address or index number for the array is starting with the 0. Okay, so same way here we can say the address is starting from DC75 का जो address है वो कहाँ से start हो रहा है 150. So what is the last address? It is a 249. And finally we end it. Now what we have to do to add this number? अब मुझे ये जो 100 नंबर है उसका एडिशन करना है. So how we can do that? First of all, let I write down the org 100. Okay, org 100 से क्या होगा, मेरा लोकेशन काउंटर जो है इनिशियली लोकेशन काउंटर, let I make the value of LC also. So LC is the now it is a 100. Which line I have to execute? That is this one. ओके यहाँ पे जो LC की जो वैल्यू है वो मेरी okay, so currently which instruction is executing? That is a LC 100. LC 100 पे कौन सी इंस्ट्रक्शन है? LDA एड्रेस. तो LDA एड्रेस से क्या होगा? लोड द एक्यूमुलेटर ऑफ दिस ADS. ADS की वैल्यू क्या है? 150. तो एक्यूमुलेटर के अंदर क्या वैल्यू हो जाएगी? 150. Then after what we have to do that STAPTR. Okay, store that value into that pointer variable. Pointer variable initially क्या था? 0. STA से क्या होता है? Store the accumulator at this memory location. Accumulator के अंदर जो वैल्यू है वो मुझे PTR के अंदर स्टोर कर देनी. So now the my PTR value is 150. Okay, then load the NBR. It load the accumulator with the NBR value. NBR की वैल्यू क्या है? -100. And what is the what then after what I have to do that I have to take the another value, that is a STSCTR. So counter value is the minus, now it is a -100. Okay, then clear the accumulator. Then after I want to clear the value of accumulator to the 0. Okay, ये first 5 इंस्ट्रक्शन समझ में आ गई. 100, 101, 102, 103 and 104. Okay, now the what is the next value of location counter is 105. At that I want to execute this instruction. Okay, यहाँ पे हमने एक्चुअली क्या किया है, फर्स्ट एड्रेस कंसीडर कर लिया, उस एड्रेस को मैंने PTR के अंदर स्टोर कर लिया. Because when we are modifying some variables, my initial variables should be same. इसीलिए हमने क्या किया, जो एड्रेस और NBR का जो वैल्यू था उसका मैंने एक रेप्लिका कॉपी बना दी है. इन एड्रेस आई कैन स्टेट इट इज मेंशनिंग द पॉइंटर वेरिएबल. एट राइट नाउ व्हिच वेरिएबल्स आई एम एग्जीक्यूटिंग, दैट थिंग्स आई कैन गेट फ्रॉम दिस PTR. कौन सा वेरिएबल हम एक्सेस कर रहे हैं, मीन सपोज मेरा फर्स्ट वेरिएबल जो 100 नंबर्स के लिस्ट है उसमें से मैंने फर्स्ट काउंट कर लिया, सेकंड एग्जीक्यूट कर लिया, थर्ड एग्जीक्यूट कर लिया. फॉर मेंटेनिंग दैट एड्रेस वी हैव दिस PTR. ओके, एड्रेस के अंदर जो वैल्यू थी वो हमने PTR के अंदर ट्रांसफर कर ली. देन आफ्टर देयर इज अ NBR इज देयर, इट स्टोर द नंबर्स ऑफ वेरिएबल और द नंबर्स ऑफ सीक्वेंस नंबर. So it is 100 and we have to make the copy of CTR is equal to -100. Now one of the most important thing, why we are taking the negative number into the counter. अगर मुझे 100 नंबर को काउंट करना है तो हम मैन्युअली क्या करते हैं, हर एक बार 1 2 3 4 पॉजिटिव नंबर्स कंसीडर करते हैं. और when we check that okay at right now we are at the 100 number, so my 100 count is completed. यानी हम यूजुअली यही चीज जनरल रियल टाइम वर्ल्ड के अंदर करते हैं. At here we are taking the counter is equal to -100 because of we don't have instruction. When we check that okay this value is this, then we have to exit from this program. हमारे पास ऐसी कोई इंस्ट्रक्शन नहीं है कि ओके ये जो वैल्यू, जो सपोज CTR की वैल्यू मैंने इनिशियली 0 ली है, when it reached to the 100 I can say that my task is over. ऐसी इंस्ट्रक्शन हमारे इंस्ट्रक्शन सेट के अंदर अवेलेबल नहीं है. हमारे पास ऐसी इंस्ट्रक्शन अवेलेबल है कि वो चेक कर सकता है कि व्हाट इज द करंट वैल्यू ऑफ दिस. The instruction can check that okay what is the value of at this memory location, it is 0 or not. ओके यहाँ पे आप देखोगे तो ISZ जो इंस्ट्रक्शन है, ISZ का क्या एग्जीक्यूशन था, it increment the pointer variable, it increment this PTR, and if it is 0 then I want to skip the next instruction. अगर वो 0 होता है तो बाय डिफॉल्ट मुझे क्या करना है, नेक्स्ट इंस्ट्रक्शन को स्किप करना है. ओके सो व्हाट वी आर डूइंग दैट हियर, CTR इज इक्वल टू -100 जो है वो 1 by 1 हम इंक्रीमेंट करते जाएंगे एंड वी रीच टू द 0. आई कैन से दैट नाउ द माय 100 numbers are completed. That's why we can say that we are making this CTR value is -100, not 0 or not we can say the 100. हम उसको पॉजिटिव साइन उसीलिए नहीं दे रहे क्योंकि हमारे पास चेक करने के लिए ऐसी कोई इंस्ट्रक्शन नहीं है कि जो हमको वो वैल्यू चेक करके देगा कि यहाँ पे वैल्यू क्या है. हमारे पास ऐसी इंस्ट्रक्शन है कि वो वैल्यू को चेक कर सकता है कि वो वैल्यू 0 है या नहीं. गेटिंग? हम कोई भी रैंडम वैल्यू को चेक नहीं कर सकते इंस्ट्रक्शन सेट के हिसाब से. हम सिर्फ ऐसा चेक कर सकते हैं कि यहाँ पे वैल्यू 0 है या नहीं. So here we can say that let I check the CTR is equal to 0. So then I can say that okay my 100 count is completed. Getting? Let me execute this program so you can understand that how this program is executed. So first of all we have prepared the loop. Okay, so this is the label name, loop is there. Then here we start the first addition, that is add PTR in indirect addressing mode. यहाँ पे डायरेक्ट एड्रेसिंग मोड यूज नहीं किया गया है, लास्ट में आई लिखा है. तो आई का मतलब क्या है कि मुझे पीटीआर की जो वैल्यू है वहां से वेरिएबल फेच नहीं करना है. मुझे कहां से फेच करना है, पीटीआर के अंदर जो वेरिएबल है दैट इज माय एड्रेस. आई वांट टू फेच द वैल्यू फ्रॉम दैट एड्रेस. पीटीआर एक्चुअली जो हमारा सी का जो कंसेप्ट है वही कंसेप्ट यहाँ पे पॉइंटर वेरिएबल का कंसेप्ट है कि पॉइंटर के अंदर, पॉइंटर वेरिएबल के अंदर एक्चुअली क्या स्टोर होता है, एड्रेस ऑफ द अनदर मेमोरी, एड्रेस ऑफ द अनदर वेरिएबल. ओके सो हियर व्हाट वी हैव टू डू दैट ऐड पीटीआर इनटू द इनडायरेक्ट एड्रेसिंग मोड. पीटीआर के अंदर वैल्यू, व्हाट इज द करंट वैल्यू ऑफ पीटीआर, इट इज 150. सो आई वांट टू गो टू 150. Actually in the what happened in the memory location, in the memory location at 150 to 151 like that it reached to the 249. okay तो यहाँ पे मेरे पास different values है, suppose 22 21 like that, here it is a 32 like that. okay तो ये मेरा पूरा sequence of number है जहाँ पे मेरी value store हुई है. these are the addresses, okay, and these are the my variable. So what I have to do that at 150 I want to check that which number is that. okay so that's why here we are using this instruction into this indirect addressing mode. add ptr into that indirect addressing mode. ptr की value क्या है, current value of ptr it is a 150. so at 150 I want to fetch that value. 150 में से fetching करेंगे तो value क्या मिल रही है, suppose initial value is 22. so let I put that value add into the accumulator. okay add with this accumulator. accumulator की initial value क्या है, अगर यहाँ पे आपने CLA value नहीं लिखी होगी तो यहाँ पे last value जो होगी CTI की वो available होगी. okay and we are adding the value with that with the this new value of PTR. so before doing that let we have to clear the accumulator. so whenever the first variable are come into that execution, at that time it is adding with the number 0. okay so current accumulator की value क्या है, 0. let I add it with the 0. so now accumulator have a value 22. what is the first value is that, yeah it is a 22. so the current value of accumulator is the 22 after this execution. ये जो add ptr indirect addressing mode है उसका execution होने के बाद accumulator की value क्या हो जाएगी, 22. it do that 0, we can say the accumulator plus the value which we will get from this ptr indirect addressing mode, do the addition of that two variable, and again answer I want to store into that accumulator. then what I have to do that increment the pointer variable by 1. ptr की जो वैल्यू है वो अब मुझे क्या करनी है, एक इंक्रीमेंट करने से. व्हाट इज द नेक्स्ट वैल्यू ऑफ ptr? इट इज a 151. I want to check that if it is 0 or not. If it is 0, अगर मेरी ptr की वैल्यू ISZ का टास्क क्या है कि इस ये जो यहाँ पे हमने वेरिएबल दिया होगा उसको एक इंक्रीमेंट करेगा, और अगर उसको इंक्रीमेंट करने के बाद अगर वैल्यू 0 मिलती है तो नेक्स्ट इंस्ट्रक्शन स्किप हो जाएगी. लेकिन यहाँ पे क्या वैल्यू मुझे मिली 151. इट इज नॉट द 0, सो आई वांट टू एग्जीक्यूट द नेक्स्ट इंस्ट्रक्शन. What is the next instruction? It is an ISZ CTR. Increment the value of CTR by 1. Now, if I increment it, what is the next value? It is the minus 99. Okay, so it shows that my first number is executed. Now, remaining 99 numbers are pending for the execution. Okay, जो बाकी के जो 99 वेरिएबल है उसका एडिशन बाकी है, फर्स्ट का एडिशन कंप्लीट हो गया. Okay, so to monitor that things, to observe that things, how many numbers are already processed, for that reason we are using this CTR variable. Okay, so it make it into the reverse direction, and we have say that if it is a 0, then we have to skip the next instruction. Let me check that what is the current value of CTR. It is a minus 99. It is 0, no, so we don't have to skip this instruction. यहाँ पे ये जो BUNLOP है वो इंस्ट्रक्शन मुझे स्किप नहीं करनी है. What is the execution of BUNLOP? That is a branch with this loop. Okay, ये जो BUN है वो BUN instruction है. It called the branch instruction, and we have to go at this memory location. मेरा जो next जो line of execution, next जो LC होगा वो क्या होगा, LOP का. Means let us directly had written, we can write down that it is a LOP, but actually LC के अंदर क्या स्टोर होता है, we have to store the address. जो related address जो LOP का होगा वो वहां पे फिर से लोकेशन काउंटर की वैल्यू हो जाएगी. If I actually calculate it, so it is 100, 1, 2, 3, 4. This is the 5. Okay, so at this it is a 105, then 106, 7, and this is a 8. So after this execution again my LC have a value 105. So फिर से क्या execution होगा, यही instruction फिर से execute होगी. Why we are executing the same instruction again and again? Because this is because of this instruction. Branch unconditionally, or we can say the branch to this LOP, to this label. LOP label जहां पे भी प्रोग्राम के अंदर वो फाइंड आउट करेगा कि ये लेबल कहां पे अवेलेबल है. ओके, I got this label name, let I execute this instruction once again. Okay, where it is executed again, वो इसी इंस्ट्रक्शन को दोबारा एग्जीक्यूट करेगा. add ptr into this indirect addressing mode. ptr की करंट वैल्यू क्या है 151, but I didn't want to add 151. I want to check that at 151 what is the value is that it is a 21. So I want to add 22 plus 21. Getting? Like this way I want to add the 100 number into the accumulator. Okay, then after check that I want to increment the pointer variable. So now the next value of pointer variable is 152. What is the next value of CTR? It is a minus 98. Okay, and I want to repeatedly add all the values into the accumulator. When all the numbers are completed, what is the last values? Suppose I will get that is a minus 1. Okay, last number it is remaining at the minus 1, and at that time I can say that the PTR value is the 248. Okay, जब ये 248 का टर्न आएगा, then last number sequence number is 249. When it reach to the 0, जैसे भी ये CTR ISZ CTR execute होगा तो क्या होगा, it increment the counter by value 1. Okay, तो जैसे भी ये increment करेगा क्या हो जाएगा, CTR की value 0. If it is 0, यहाँ पे instruction क्या है ISZ. If it is 0, so I want to skip the next instruction. ये दोनों line combine के अंदर execute होता है. If it is 0, तो I want to skip this instruction. Branch के अंदर से बाहर आ जाएगा. Okay, and then after what I have to do that STA sum. तो ये जो वेरिएबल जो कुछ समेशन मुझे मिला था वो समेशन मुझे यहाँ पे आंसर के अंदर समेशन के अंदर मुझे स्टोर कर देना है. ओके यहाँ पे जो कुछ एक्यूमुलेटर की वैल्यू होगी वो वैल्यू यहाँ पे आ जाएगी. ओके, गेटिंग? Anybody have a doubt? And lastly, we have to do the HLT instruction, and then after there is our address, whichever variables or whichever labels we are using, we have to define that all the things. Here we are mentioning the ORG 150 once again in the same program. जैसे हमने आगे भी डिस्कशन किया था कि काफी बार ऐसा होगा कि ORG इंस्ट्रक्शन को हम मल्टीपल टाइम एक ही प्रोग्राम के अंदर यूज करेंगे, तो यहाँ पे हमने सेम उसी का हमने यूज किया है. एंड आफ्टर द mentioning the all the sequence of numbers, we are mentioning the ELD instruction. Okay, anybody have a doubt? जब भी आप भी अगर प्रोग्राम को एग्जीक्यूट करते हो या तो फिर ऑब्जर्व करते हो तो इसी तरीके से ब्लॉक्स प्रिपेयर कर लो. यू सी दैट the book also this kind of blocks I have prepared for to debugging this program. And we know that the at which address, suppose at the 19 line there is DEC 75 is written. So actually DEC 75 जो वैल्यू है उसका एड्रेस क्या है? इट इज अ 150. Okay, so like this way you have to check each and every variable and you have to verify that how this program is executed. Any doubt? Jinal Lad, are you understanding?
Yes, sir.
Okay, let time ask some another people. Meet Kapadi, are you there? Meet Kapadia. समझ पड़े છે પહેલા? ઓકે, કશે પણ ના સમજ પડે ને તો પૂછી લેજો. ભલે ઓનલાઈન ક્લાસીસ રહ્યા કે એવું કઈ લાગે તો જો તમને એવું ક્યારેય પણ એવું લાગે કે નથી સમજ પડી કે આ ટોપિક પર નથી કઈ આઈડિયા આવ્યો તો એ જ ટાઈમે જો તમારે ગ્રુપની અંદર ના કેવું હોય ને તો તમારે મને પર્સનલી વોટ્સઅપ કરી દો કે ભાઈ ના ભાઈ મને એવું લાગે છે કે મારે બધાની વચ્ચે કેવી રીતના કેવું કે મને નથી સમજ પડી. બરાબર છે, એવું લાગે તો મને તરત જ વોટ્સઅપ ગ્રુપ પર મેસેજ કરી લો, પર્સનલ મેસેજ, તો હું પાછો એ જ વસ્તુ રિપીટ કરીશ. ઓકે, પણ એવું ના કરતા કે કઈ સમજ ના પડે તો પણ આપણે કન્ટિન્યુ જ કરીએ એમ, કારણ કે ઇટ્સ અ વેરી ઇમ્પોર્ટન્ટ થિંગ. ઇફ યુ ફાઇન્ડ આઉટ ધ થિંગ્સ ઇન યોર GTU क्वेश्चन पेपर, so almost 25% is weightage for this chapter. इसमें से काफी सारे क्वेश्चंस पूछे जाते हैं, प्रोग्राम्स पूछे जाते हैं, असेंबलर असेंबलर पास 1, असेंबलर पास 2 की थियरीज है. And then again after there is arithmetic operations are there for this kind of binary sorry for this assembly language program. For the arithmetic operations we have to do studied in the next lectures. So all are very important questions are asked in this from this chapter. Okay, so let me end up this session at here. By tomorrow in the next class, we will go for the arithmetic operation and its flow chart and its program. Okay, this is the flow chart for the multiplication operation of any binary number. We have to see the how this flow chart is working, and then after we see the program for the same. Okay, when we are executing the program, please be ready with the all the instruction set कि हर एक इंस्ट्रक्शन का वर्क क्या है वो आपको याद रहेगा तो आपको इजीली प्रोग्राम अंडरस्टैंड करने में इजी होगा. And when you want to try to actually write down the program at that time also, if you have a very grip in your in this instruction set, then you can easily write the program for any task. Okay, so let me here end the session. I will share